mint bay. Lemonade stand everywhere across the day spread. Fairly here and there you are, happy landing on the chocolate bar.
Rheumatic fever affects children from 5 to 15. The Korean Kaumata of Muri Whenua totally support this program.
And we just have to look at what's happened with Rongoa Māori, the loss of Rongoa Māori is an everyday part of our lives. I te wā tamariki koutou ngā kaumātua nei, I te wā tamariki ana koutou, tēnā peka maharaka ana, ki o tātou nei mātua, ia rā tō ki te rongoa, nā tēnā rākau, nā tēnā rau, nā tēnā harane, he rongoa anō I wainganui a tātou, ke roto I te ngāhere. I enei rā kua āhua wale pēr, te hungaranga tahi ki ngā momo o te ngāhere nei, taino mai ki ngā rongoa, ara anō ko te ngā mahi nei o tō tātou nei kuia a sāna, me te wai 262 claim e pāna ki te rongoa. Weno, ko te reo Māori anō tērā, ko āhua memeha haere tō tātou nei reo, I wainganui ngā mahi nei, ka huri, ka mihatu ki a koe te rangatire e Lance, aha ko te whakapai o ngā kuia nei ki a koe, e kōrero Māori anō. Ki au he tino tohu tērā. Mena ka taimai te tākuta ki te kōrero Māori ki a tātou nei tamariki mokopuna, kaore kore ka tutuki pai te kaupapa. Ina ka haere mai me o rātou nei koti mā, me o rātou nei clipboards ki te kōrero pāhea, ka tahi mā, kamataku ki wa tātou nei tamariki. Nā reire, mihi tona te ki a koe e noho kaha nei ki tō tātou nei reo Māori, hei reo kōrero, I roto I te ahuatanga o wāu nei mahi. And so as a result, I think our communities have really sort of lost touch with our own paradigm, with our own theory, with our own practice, with our own involvement in health services. And it seems to me that there's a real wealth of opportunity in there for us. If we can get Māori communities to participate effectively and collaborate in the delivery of health services, we should be able to do a much better job. And we can't just rely on it kia taimai te tākuta. You know, we have to be proactive. And this initiative today, this program today, is an attempt by us to become proactive. And I think the more you're working on the preventative side of things, the more proactive you can become. And I want to pay tribute to the Hauoro Tika, because here's a Māori provider. And slowly we're putting things in place to address the situation, because the truth is, no health system could do it all. And I know that Tariana, you're a long-time warrior for health and Māori health, and for saving Māori lives. And part of this collaboration is having all the right people in the right place, and having a Māori-speaking doctor, having a Māori leader in government as an Associate Minister of Health starts to put us in the right place. And it's a good beginning from our point of view, I think. And so from that point of view, from an iwi point of view, we see this as an investment. We see this as an investment in human life, because we know from the information that we have how much of an impact this disease has on our community. And the worst thing about it is that so many of us don't even know that we've even had it, and we don't even know what's going to happen. And all of a sudden you reach 50-something and you're really sick. And so it's really about, from our point of view, ki te whakamarama. Ki te whakamarama ki ngā tangata, kia hau mai te katoa I roto I te ahutanga o ngā mahi, to this collaboration of key stakeholders. And from an iwi point of view again, we also need to be able to provide wraparound services. For example, we've got on Wednesday we're launching a iwi consortium initiative to lay broadband from Auckland to Kaitaia and back. And the reason we are investing in that as iwi is to put ourselves in touch with the flow of communication and the flow of knowledge through ICT networks, because we know that ICT networks, social networking particularly, is a developing future unfolding right before our eyes. So in our investment in broadband, part of our objective, besides getting broadband free to every marae, is to be able to utilise ultra-fast broadband in the delivery of health and education services. And so when an iwi or an iwi consortium can begin to wrap around other infrastructural projects and support the health initiative, support the ministry's work and support the community's work, then we hope that we'll be sort of getting somewhere. And I think that we can go so much further with the working collaboration with health services, Māori health services. We can go even further. We can move beyond preventative, and we can actually move down the spectrum, or up the spectrum, and get into other forms of delivery of health services collaboratively. And I'm sure that we could even achieve that in time at a purely clinical level. Particularly when we look at our hospital up there, and Lance was telling me last week at Whaia Sanastangi that operating theatres in our Kaitaia hospital could be used more if we had the doctors, if we had the infrastructure. And I thought to myself, heck, we could just about fill them up just putting grommets in kids' ears, the amount of glue ear that's around up here. So there's a whole lot more work we need to do. This is just really a beginning for us. And the utilisation of iwi and hapu assets, of community assets like this, like Te Rangi a Niwa Niwa, are all going to be important in making that happen.
And there you are, happy landing on the chocolate bar. Happy landing on the chocolate bar. On the good ship, Dr. Love, Dr. Love, where the bonbons play, on the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay.